Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Wednesday morning forecast update. Beginning the day with some dense fog here. We'll spend some time talking about that, but we are going to focus on the severe weather potential that we will see tomorrow, but we very well could see a few rain and storms today as well. So a lot to cover here. You can see the dense fog, which is just kind of enveloping the I-20 corridor, including Shreveport down to Minden. I do think some of that fog will make its way into Texarkana as well this morning. That's a live look this morning from our tower cam from Gordon & Gordon Law Firm in downtown Shreveport. You can see we're just kind of stuck in the fog there. Visibility's likely down to a few hundred feet, so a dense fog advisory is in effect until 9 a.m. So if you're traveling I-20 and I-49 between Shreveport and Minden or Shreveport down to Natchitoches, that's where we'll see some of the issues this morning. So again, just kind of take it slow, give yourself some extra time to get to where you need to go today. Now, we will be stuck in the clouds all day. Occasionally there is going to be a few rain showers, southwest breeze kicking in here, and that will push some of the rain down on the Texas coast towards the Arklatex today. I really don't think the rain will be too heavy. I mean, you can see that chance of showers will continue to increase as we go through the late morning and afternoon hours today, and looks like the northern Arklatex will probably see most of the late day rainfall today, and then we'll talk about those storms coming in tomorrow. But kind of a cool day. We'll be in the 40s and 50s early, and then high temperatures this afternoon will be north or south, maybe a degree or two of 60 degrees or so. So in the 50s for most of the afternoon, and maybe briefly touching 60 later today. So again, area of low pressure out here in the desert southwest. This is going to bring a lot of wind shear, kind of winds twisting with height in the atmosphere tomorrow, and you kind of line up that wind shear with some warm temperatures that we'll see, and we do have that risk of seeing some severe storms, especially between about noon and 5 p.m. tomorrow in that slight risk area. This is where we could see a few damaging wind gusts, and I think there's a little potential that we could see maybe an isolated tornado or two. Storms in the morning in the marginal risk area, mainly capable of wind and maybe some hail, but again, the risk of severe weather is looking much lower here in Texas and across the I-30 corridor of Arkansas. And you can see tomorrow where that level 2 slight risk lines up. That's where the temperatures will be the warmest, into the low to mid 70s. So the warmer the temperatures, you get air rising into that wind shear. We'll get some storms that tend to rotate there, which is why we could see some damaging wind and maybe the potential to see an isolated tornado or two. So we'll take you through time. Your Robbins Toyota Futurecast just showing a few lightly scattered showers out there today, and you can see maybe a heavier push of rain late this afternoon, this evening across the I-30 corridor, but things will be relatively quiet, I think, for most of the evening, and then the storms will begin to push in tomorrow morning, probably before sunrise here north of I-30. Again, these storms I don't think are likely going to be severe, but could bring some thunder and lightning, and you'll notice Futurecast here really keeps the activity in that slight risk area to a minimum. It's our window here to see severe weather, especially between noon and 5, but Futurecast keeps the strongest storms to the east of the Arklatex. We're going to cross our fingers and hope that plays out, but either way, make sure you're weather ready tomorrow and just kind of keeping up with the forecast for at least the next 24 hours, and then things quiet down for us on Friday, and we'll have terrific weather for the upcoming weekend. Rainfall totals have backed off somewhat, but we're still expecting a corridor of heavy rain here in the northern Arklatex, and again, not out of the question, we could see some 2 to 4 inches of rain up here, so we could see some just localized flooding issues as far as some of the roadways here, but it doesn't appear it's going to be a widespread problem, maybe just confined to the northern Arklatex tomorrow, and you'll see the temperatures drop back into the 60s on Friday, and we'll have fantastic weather for the weekend in the 60s and 70s, and we'll keep those warm temperatures going at least for a few days next week as well.